All right, here is the finished project. This goes down. I like it because you have multiple ways to tow. So this could be a towing bar, take off the handle, or you take that off right there. You can tow straight from there. You pull up, it's a dump trailer. So I just put it together, have not had a chance to use it yet. So this is rated to be able to hold 1,200 pounds, which I needed at least 6 to 8. So I'm sure the tires and frames are rated to support that, but I'm just curious how this plastic tub holds up and if there is even replacements available for it. Would be good to inquire about. Instructions were clear and concise. One thing I did like that a lot don't is it will tell you here what bolts, what numbers, which is clearly identified on the package. So pretty self-explanatory. One also thing I liked about this wasn't hard to open. Like all these containers come with perforated edges, but a lot of them are very hard to pop out where you need a knife. This popped out easily. There was some extra washers and no, I did not forget to use any washers. All the holes lined up perfectly. The only issue I encountered was on the bottom crossbar coming up there. I don't know if you can see it, but there was very minimal room to get in a wrench, and the hole didn't quite line up exactly. So I had to, for the washer to fit in, kept hitting the side wall. So I had to, once I got threaded, I could wrench it down, and it worked itself into place. All the tools that do come with it are just 2 different size wrenches, like this right here with 2 different sides. There was one big bolt in the main pivot point that neither wrench did fit on. It's under there. So I had to break out my tools, but if you do have a set of tools, I recommend breaking them out. Unfortunately, they're not all the same sizes, so you have to break out a few, but it goes a lot smoother. But overall, pleased with the installation. Took me about 30 minutes, but we'll give a later review to see how it holds up.
If you tighten them all the way, I found they don't run into the pin. But the other thing I noticed is that the instructions actually even tell you to bend this, and once you bend the pin, there's plenty of clearance for it. So I would recommend that. Plus, it'll help it to stay on a little more secure. There was also some confusion from some of the reviewers about thinking they needed to drill into that, but you don't actually need to. And then they were complaining that they had to disassemble it in order to put that bolt in. You don't actually have to disassemble it to put that bolt in. If you just tilt the cart open, that bolt is really easy to open. So again, you don't have to go backtrack on steps and, unbolt these. Like if you just tilt the cart open, you can put that bolt in really easily. And then the third tip, and I think this is probably the most important for some, depending on the quality control. If your cart is like mine was, and I mean this thing could tilt open with no effort at all, I would highly recommend that you take a mallet and bend this so that it's angled down a little bit, because mine was angled straight across horizontal and it wasn't grabbing the lip of the handle strong enough. So that was causing it to open up really easy. I mean, I could literally just rest my hand on the back of the cart and it would open. But if you take a mallet, I would use a rubber mallet so that you don't break through the paint finish. But if you take a rubber mallet and just hammer it a few times so that this angles down a little bit, it will lock it really good. I mean, I could pick this up, and I mean, I can even put my foot on it, and it's not budging. So, yeah, a few points. I would highly recommend this, but there are a few things that you may need to consider when you're assembling and then with the final product.
Oh, Jeff's new wagon. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, thank you. How's that? Pretty good, huh?
I told Dad that when he was a little boy, he got a wagon. And now that he's an older boy, he gets a wagon. Okay. Say hello.
How you doing?
You like your wagon?
It's my birthday wagon.
Yes, it is.
All right.
Yes, it is your wagon. It's not a little red wagon, but we could spray it. But look how bright those orange tires are.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Bye. Say goodbye.
Goodbye. See ya.
Man, I love this thing. Look at how easy it just turns. You can turn it all the way and it'll just follow. And then you just easily lift up to dump things out. It goes all the way down. Love it. It's so very handy.